When is the best time to get into the Bitcoin mining business? Should you wait? It's at an all-time high. It must be too expensive. Let's take a look. Welcome, everybody. Today we're going to talk about getting into the Bitcoin mining business and timing it through the cycles. When is the best time to buy equipment, get into the business, and start mining? Before we get into that, I just want to do a quick reminder. EMCD is going to join us in our mastermind at Bitcoin Mining World on Friday, December 6th at 10 a.m. Central. Join us. It's a great way to connect with other Bitcoin miners and be a part of the Bitcoin mining community. So let's jump into it. Are you looking to get into the Bitcoin mining business and you're sitting on the sidelines saying Bitcoin prices are at an all-time high? The mining equipment is going up. There's more demand on electricity from AI and other HPC services. Is this the best time, or should I wait it out and try to buy on the dip? Well, let me tell you a few stories and you can come to your own conclusion. In my practice of trading and being in the space, buying and selling in the early days, there's always a phrase that says you can't catch a falling knife. It's hard to buy on to sell on the top and to buy on the bottom. And if you base all of your business decisions on trying to time it, you're going to drive yourself crazy. And here's why. We've been doing the Build a Mine boot camp for a few years now, and we've had a few dozen people go through the course. And I follow up with a lot of these people 3 months, 6 months, 3 years later. And I say, are you in the Bitcoin mining business? There's a number of who started 2-3 years ago who went to the boot camp and they immediately started to build their Bitcoin mine. They are happy that they are in the business right now because it's turned out to be very profitable. The best time for them to get into it was immediately. They took action. They didn't wait for things to dip or things to rise. They didn't wait to try to find anything. They made a business model that worked for them. They said, we want to buy miners in this range. We want to get electricity and our PPA in this range. And then our OPEX is going to be in this range. And then if we do that and we mine Bitcoin over 5 years, we are going to be profitable. They made a solid business plan based on the numbers and not adding emotion or trying to time and feeling into it. So I talked to one person in particular, and they went to the course about 2 years ago, and I called up and I said, hey, how's your Bitcoin mining going? And they said, I didn't get into it. And I couldn't believe that this person who I talked to at a Build a Mine boot camp 2 years ago was not taking action to get into the mining business. Here's some of the reasons that they stated. They said they were trying to negotiate a deal, but they couldn't work out the details of the PPA or the agreement with a hoster because they were going to do a co-location project. And then there was another time that they said that the price was too high for Bitcoin miners. It wasn't profitable for them to go into it. So what happened is they had a lot of excuses of fear-based. A Bitcoin miner is this much money, so I can't get into it. And really, it's just fear. Because 2 years later, I said, would you like to have been in the business now? And they're like, yeah, I should have really gotten into it back then, even though the Bitcoin mining price was this much. And even though the PPA was that much, if I would have gotten into it, I'd be hundreds of thousands of dollars ahead from where I am right now. And I hear that over and over. And there's a saying in investing. The best time to invest in something is 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And the second best time is now. You can't go back in time and try to do things in the past, but you can get into it now. And if you look at the price of Bitcoin, of where it was in 2014, 2017, and then how it's grown from 2017 to where it is now, and then where you think it's going to go from there, if you look at that and say, well, in 3 years from now, am I going to wish that I got into the business today? And your answer is inevitably going to be yes. You're going to wish that you got into the Bitcoin mining business when there was still opportunity, before it got too industrialized, before it got too scaled, where you couldn't compete with some of the big people. That's my 2 cents on when the best time to get into Bitcoin mining is. And we'd love to have you join us. If you're not in the business and you'd like to learn more about what Bitcoin mining is all about, what it looks like to own a Bitcoin mine, to be a miner, and to be part of this community, join us in our mastermind on Friday, December 6th, where we're going to be interviewing EMCD, and they talk about pools. But every Friday, we talk about the things that people are struggling and the triumphs that they're having in their Bitcoin mine, so you can move forward faster, so you don't have to figure it out on your own, and you don't have to make all the mistakes that all those people have made for the past 14 years. We have all that knowledge built up now, so you can start at a much faster, higher point and be more competitive as the future goes on. So until tomorrow, join us on the 256 Report every day to learn more about Bitcoin mining and properties for sale, mining equipment that we have for sale, and other opportunities that we can share with you and give you the inside track to building your Bitcoin mine. See you tomorrow.